Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on Stargirl, and this will be my ending explained video for the cliffhangers that we got during the season finale of Stargirl, which is obviously episode 13, Title Stars and Stripe Part 2. Now, if you guys want to know what I thought about this episode and various other things like that, be sure to check out my review for this episode. I will link it in the description down below so you guys can check it out if you want to. But before I go over the ending scenes and obviously break it down, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. So we obviously had 3 cliffhangers which we got during this episode, and they're all really interesting setups for season 2, and I'll go over all of them in order. So first off being, we cut to the ISA bunker and we have the news reporter talking about an earthquake happening in Blue Valley. Now, us as the audience and the main characters know that this is actually the whole ISA Project New America thing. But due to the whole mind control thing from the others, their brains weren't reprogrammed within those 30 minutes, meaning they have no idea what's happening within this time span. So we find out that the cover-up to all of this is actually an earthquake taking place in Blue Valley. Now we have this mysterious dark figure sitting in the ISA bunker, in which we find out that this is Shade. Now Shade can do things like manipulating shadows using his screen and just basically various other things including shadows. But the reason to why we haven't seen Shade this season is actually because he betrayed the ISA, and we actually find that out during episode 4 if I'm not mistaken. It's the episode where we first see Dragon King and we see Icicle talking to Dragon King. I think that was episode 4, but it could be episode 5, but whichever episode that was, that's the first time we actually hear about Shade and his betrayal of the ISA. Now the thing with Shade is actually he's not a full-on villain, and even at one point he was even a good guy, so I am really interested to see how they'll do Shade in the show. But anyways, we see this shadow going towards his picture, which I thought was really cool. And he says, "Oh Jordan, I told you it was folly." Now this probably has to do with why he betrayed the ISA, because this alludes to the fact that he's actually told Jordan that what he's doing is just foolish and it sucks, it's not gonna work. So probably we had Shade going into his own planning and stuff, as he didn't agree with what Jordan is doing. And obviously after the defeat of the ISA and all things like that, he can finally emerge with his plans, which will now unroll for season 2. So Shade will obviously be a massive part to season 2 and will probably be the main villain for next season as well, which I just cannot wait for. But moving on to the second cliffhanger now. So the second cliffhanger was obviously with Shiv. Now Shiv is in this area within the ISA and she's going through some artifacts, and she goes into this box and she encounters this black diamond, which is the heart of darkness, Eclipso. Now the fact that Shiv knows about Eclipso already obviously means that the ISA knew of the existence of Eclipso before, so maybe they've used it before as well. But for those who don't know, who exactly is Eclipso and what exactly is the heart of darkness? So basically Eclipso is the manifestation of God's spirit of wrath, and it was made to like punish those people and obviously like clear out the world and things like that. So it's used for villainous stuff. So years ago it was cut and shaped and used as this tool to those who opposed Apocalypse's ruler, obviously that being Darkseid. So this diamond was, tethered with and stuff like that, and later on given to the demonic agent of vengeance known as Eclipso. So the Heart of Darkness is a small black diamond, and it was first mined on the desolated world of Apocalypse. Now the Heart of Darkness was then shattered, and then Eclipso was actually able to find a way to act through these black diamonds, and it gave Eclipso this ability to possess people. But then Eclipso's essence basically gets trapped within the Heart of Darkness, which is why he's in that diamond. However, Eclipso does indeed get defeated by Starman, and as you guys can see, this is pretty OP. So if they do introduce someone OP for the JSA moving into season 2, I wouldn't really be too surprised. But Shiv obviously gets hold of the Heart of Darkness, and she's obviously going to use it for her villainous plans, and she will be the first host of it in the show. So Eclipso and her will probably work together and probably even mind control people and various other things like that, so Shiv can pursue her plans, whatever they are. And I am very, very interested to see what that is. And obviously this is another very exciting setup for season 2 and the story that they'll explore with Shiv going forward. But then moving on to the last cliffhanger, and probably by far the best one, was that we cut to California and we see this guy walking into Pat's old house, and he's obviously looking for Pat Dugan. Now obviously the new guy living in the house mentions that he's left the house and Pat Dugan doesn't live here anymore, and this man's basically questioning where Pat Dugan left to, and the house owner is like, wait, who are you? And then we get this like shocking scene where it's actually revealed that this person is actually Sylvester Pemberton, aka Starman. Now the big question to this is, how is Starman still alive? Because we need to take into account that we saw him die, and if he didn't die, why would he do things like faking his death, and why wouldn't he tell Pat, who he was really, really close to? And also, why wouldn't he just go after the ISA like the other surviving JSA members, such as our man before he got crushed by Grundy? So like, why would Sylvester Pemberton just stay low and not go after the ISA? So I'm very interested to see what's going on with all of this. Now obviously this could be like a shapeshifter or something, and someone basically knows who Pat Dugan is, and so they disguise as Sylvester Pemberton, so they could obviously get something from Pat. So he hides as Sylvester Pemberton for a while until he's revealed to be someone else. Maybe that could be something, but also it could indeed be Sylvester, which I still see very unlikely. And we see him teach Courtney how to use the staff properly and to its fullest power, and also they explain what happened to him and why he faked his death and things like that. That could obviously be one way to go. Now I saw this theory out there as well, saying that the Heart of Darkness could have possessed this guy who claims to be Sylvester. That could obviously be another thing. However, they're gonna have to explain how they got hold of the body and things like that. But really, with this part of the ending scene, I have no idea what's going on. But whatever the case is, I trust Jeff Johns, and I'm sure he has a really, really great idea and shocking season planned to come in a year's time. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about all of this. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.